Welcome. This is Cookie King Carl 73, and today we are talking about. No, today we're reacting to Bad Breaking News episode 13, but in this Bad Breaking News episode 135. So, what I want to address is the name change. It was Comedy King Carl, but I want to bring back the Comic Cookie 73 name in some shape, way, or form, so I decided why not go in the middle of the ground and just call me Cookie King Carl, because I still want to be Comedy King Carl, so I could combine two names that I really liked together. So, without further ado, we'll watch Backbreaking News episode 13. Without further ado, let's begin.
Welcome to Backbreaking episode. Welcome to Backbreaking News episode 13. Today we'll be talking about no other than what I think would be the best movie to watch if you have time. So,
the best movie to watch if you have time. Yeah, I remember this, but I don't remember what I said in it.
Obviously, if you have a little kid around, the best movie I think you could watch from this year would be the Tom and Jerry movie. It's funny.
I liked the Tom and Jerry movie. It might be an understatement. Some people may have not liked it, but I did, so thus on the list. I'm not sure if I add it on the list, but I'll get to it. I would add Marley and Me if it's not on the list. It's a good movie. I would definitely recommend it.
It's a little bit sad. You have a whole bunch of drama, but mostly hilarious stunts between them, and it won't just bring.
I just described Tom and Jerry. Some drama, some hilarious stunts. Wow. Who would knew that hilarious stunts would be in a Tom and Jerry movie?
Old fans of Tom and Jerry, it would bring new generation to the show. It would bring a lot of funny twists. You should watch the movie. But also, I think if you're going to watch a Marvel movie with a 13 or 14-year-old, you should watch Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's sad, good, has a good plot.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It really was. I saw it with my mom. It was a good movie. I would recommend it.
Spoil it much here because I don't want to spoil this movie. But one thing I'm going to say is, if you like a good, sad, interesting plot, seat-grabbing movie, that's the one to watch. Now let's talk about as far as emotional movies. I think the most emotional movie you could watch this year was probably, Spirit Unleashed. It's a good movie.
That was a good movie. I saw it in theaters. It's about horses. I would definitely recommend it. I forgot what year this was. It was like 20. It was around 2020. It was around the early two. It was before this year or 2023 or 2022. It could have been 2022 actually, so I don't know.
It was a good movie. It grabs your attention and the heart, especially near the ending. It's a really good movie. That's all I'm going to say here, but you should definitely watch it.
I still agree with that statement, and oh yeah, that's when I went to. Oh yeah, I still have those stars on the wall. They just never were able to come off.
Now we're going to last year's movie of what I think would be great. As far as last year's movie, I think that the Sonic movie was very good, especially for little kids in the area, especially Sonic fans.
Yeah, the Sonic movie was definitely good. The sequel is good, and I'm really excited for the third one whenever that comes out. I hope they make a fourth one or a fifth one. You know, the Sonic plot could go forever if they wanted it to, but it would definitely be cool to see, like a fifth or sixth one potentially.
It's good, it's seat grabbing, and most likely you would want to see a part 2 of it.
Which they did make.
A lot more that to do with it. Another good movie to watch, I would probably say, would be Sergeant Stubby. It's based on a true story about a dog during World War I or II.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. I don't remember what year that came out, but it was a good movie, and I would highly recommend it. It's a bit sad, but it's also a bit happy.
One of the other wars, but it was a very educational and sad movie, and also a very cute movie because it's a bulldog. It was adorable. I would definitely suggest watching it if you could find it. Another good movie is My Spy.
Oh, My Spy with Batista, that's a good movie from what I remember. I would highly remember it. It's a good movie that shows Batista's skills working in a somewhat... It's a somewhat great movie in my opinion, and I highly recommend watching it. It's, in my opinion, one of Batista's good works outside of Guardians of the Galaxy.
It hits you right in the emotions near the end, not near the end. It's just a feel-good movie you can watch with your family. It could be a family. If you have little kids, though, it might not be the best movie because it's PG-13. But if you allow them to watch this stuff, then it's okay. Another good movie is Pixels. If you're not sure,
I know that's a controversial opinion, but to me, Pixels was a good movie. I know a lot of people hated it. This might be a controversial opinion, but I liked the fact that it brought video games to life, and I thought it was one of the best ways to do it. And I like how they brought... I like the ending where... I'm not going to spoil it. You should definitely watch it. It's not as bad as people think it is. I saw it at the movie theaters. It was good.
It's like a video games come to life from the 80s, 90s. And I think it's a great movie because it explores into something that most movies don't, like video games. And I think more movies should grow into that.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's been many video game movies that have failed. For example, a big one, not this year's like a few years ago, I'll tell you about the 1990 something Super Mario movie, the Mortal Kombat movie in the 90s, and, a few other Street Fighter movie. All those have failed. The most successful ones have been Sonic, the 2023 Mario Brothers, and that's about it.
If you haven't watched it, watch it. King Kong. It's a good movie, even when it's the older edition from the original movie. But I still think that the 2000s one, somewhere around the 2001 to 3 area, was the best one. It was sad. It was really, really sad.
Yeah, I cried when they shut King Kong down in the movie. If you haven't seen King Kong already, Where Have You Been, but it's really sad to watch. Yeah. I love animals, so watching any animal die was a real heartbreak.
It's sad, especially when you know that girl was starting to fall in love and didn't want to hurt the gorilla. Didn't want them to hurt King Kong. It just got a whole another level of sadness. It's not many opportunities that you get to say that you were upset and cried about that type of movie. Another great movie to watch is I can't say this enough, but Cinderella is a good classic movie.
Yeah, it's a good classic movie. I like Disney movies. It's probably not one of the top 10 best Disney movies, but it's definitely up there. It's a good movie for kids.
Or anything. I definitely recommend the classic Disney movie Cinderella. Make sure it's the first one you watch, though. For boys and girls, it's an emotional movie. It gets your attention in the right way. And it's just all out and all out over good movie. And so would I say watched all these movies one day? Yes.
So I think this one still holds up in my opinion. I still agree with 90% of what I said. So that's a good thing. This is Cookie King Carl. Goodbye.